being a human in times of AI is becoming weirdly confusing. So today we're going to talk to someone who's worked with AI way before it even became sexy. Serkan Baydin, my old colleague and someone who knows really well how to differentiate yourself in times of AI. How to apply for jobs, how to work and complete your tasks in a way that your superhuman power is actually becoming more prominent rather than keeping it in the shadows. Let's debug this. Hey everyone, this is Magda from 42 Berlin and welcome to our 42 Berlin podcast. Today, I'd love to introduce you to my old colleague and an AI product lead, Serkan Baydin.
Thank you, Magda.
Serkan is about to give a workshop to our students in about 45 minutes on how to differentiate yourself in times of AI.
Yes, exactly.
Serkan, you've worked with AI for so many different companies and on many different projects, right? You mentioned Yandex search engine. We met at HeyJobs. Then you went to Xing, Zalando. Do you feel like working on all of those different projects, what taught you what not to do with AI? Or what are the biggest challenges of humans working with AI right now?
Yeah. First learning is that AI is an expensive technology. So, right? And there's a second misbelief that I know is that you cannot solve everything with AI, right? Which means that you need to use AI only when it is needed and when it is more effective than the, non-AI solutions. Because imagine that if you can solve a problem with something cost like a €2, why you should spend like a €20, right, with AI. So this is my biggest learning so far in working in AI. Yes, I'm working in AI world. I call myself AI product person, but my first intention is that not to use AI to solve something at first place. So this is my key learning.
I've spoken to quite a few people who work as software engineers with other coders, and what they see is that humans often say, no, this is not possible to solve with code because ChatGPT says so. And I'm wondering if AI doesn't let us produce worse coders, worse software engineers, if coding is becoming less intelligent because of AI. Do you have that feeling?
I have that scare thing, like feeling. Yes, I'm kind of scared actually about that because, again. So this is the topic of today's workshop. The AI is not going to replace humans. AI is going to replace tasks, right? Yeah. And it's all about how we are going to use AI. So basically, we will use AI as a tool. But as a tool that you start using a tool, you will use a skill. Okay, imagine that when the calculators just first popped up, people could do all the mathematic things in their mind or on paper, right? Now just ask anyone, most of us will fail, right? It's like that. So basically, once AI start to write the codes for you, then your skill to write codes will get rusty. And I know some engineers, actually, my friends, they use those products like Cursor or those vibe coding tools. Most of them hate it. They say that I'm getting more and more stupid. I stop using them. So, yeah.
So it's like one of those workouts that you feel like you need to do because otherwise your muscles are not going to be able to do something else. How does one differentiate themselves in times of AI? And is that a problem, or is it more difficult to be original as an applicant, as a person?
The main problem that I see, including myself, by the way, how do we differentiate ourselves in the time of AI, is that people don't know what to do. The AI hype is here for the last 2 years, 3 years. It's very overwhelming, even if you just see it as a friend or foe, right? It's still overwhelming. People have no clue, most of us have no clue how to use AI, and we only have the fear, okay, damn it, AI is here, what am I gonna do? But most people don't take any steps, right? Don't take any challenges. So today what I'm gonna do is that I will do my best to push people to get out of their comfort zones and try something in their next days.
What is the biggest mistake you can make? Like, how is it easy to recognize that someone is using AI to write a job application or post on social media? Yes. How do you recognize that?
Yeah, it's very easy to detect some of the mistakes done by AI. For example, what I heard from the recruiters is that people uploading cover letters direct copy pasting from ChatGPT, including the header and the footer line. So basically, ChatGPT says, "Okay, you can use this cover letter," right? It's all about how smart you are by using AI, right? Yes, you can ask AI to write down a cover letter for you, and you customize it, and you own it, right? So that's the task. That's fine. Or people ask the wrong questions in AI and then answer it wrongly, and because they fully trust AI. This is the second mistake that I see. Generative AI is not programmed to give you the right answers. It is programmed to satisfy your question, right? So that's the whole point.
It's an interesting point. Yeah, it's satisfying our question, right? Yeah. It's kind of like a really, really sugary lollipop.
Exactly.
You're hungry and you just get sugar.
And the last month, I don't know if you recognize these tools, especially ChatGPT, started to sugarcoating things more and more and supporting the writer, right? Say that, yeah, Magda, you're great. That's an amazing idea.
Oh, yeah.
Keep pushing it, Magda. Yes, doing it. But still.
So you've mentioned that people paste headers and footers to their cover letters. Is there less obvious mistakes? Is there less obvious things or tips you would give someone to make sure that they work with AI as their body, as a support system, and not get covered by it?
For example, during the job interviews or before the job interviews, I recommend many people to do their research and use ChatGPT or the other tools as a sparring partner, right? For example, imagine that I'm going to have an interview with 42 Berlin and I have no clue, and I use 42 Berlin as a sparring partner. Okay, give me some tips. How can I prepare myself for this, marketing manager role at 42 Berlin, right? And I give some details. These details, a job description or the resources that I found, right? So I use the right information. So another thing that I see as a mistake from the people that I mentor is that they're lazy. They just say that I'm gonna have an interview with 42 Berlin. What should I do, right? But you need to tell what you want to achieve. So because the AI is giving you the better answer as long as you give a better question, better prompt. So this is the main mistake that people are doing usually.
Are you good at asking questions?
I think so.
Okay. So what would you ask ChatGPT if you wanted to create a workshop on how to differentiate yourself in times of AI?
Yes.
What are the questions you would ask?
I will design a prompt, something like this, telling the AI that, look, I'm going to give a workshop-style interactive talk about how do you differentiate yourself in time of AI, and my audience are the followings. There will be external people, and I want to do this long. I want this topic to be included. For example, what are the common mistakes? Why AI just replaces tasks? This kind of stuff. I want to give the full content. Then I let AI do the heavy lifting for me, right? I still have the idea. I know what kind of empathical approach that I should have in the workshop, right? I don't let AI decide that nuanced and everything. Then I ask AI to generate the content for me.
So you basically decide on the tone.
Yes.
You let AI know what the exact context is, and then you play around with it. And
it's more about ideation is still on me, right? And the nuance is on me. The ethics are on me. I need to make sure to whom I'm gonna give a talk, right? I have to arrange my conversation, content, and everything. And the rest, the creativity is also up to me. Yes, AI can help me, but I can just decide how creative it will be. This kind of stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. We still keep the power of ideation.
Yes.
We're just playing with the content. Okay, to wrap this up, I would love to ask you one last question. One myth that you would like to bust about AI. Like if someone was listening to this podcast, what would be the one takeaway you'd love for them to?
Can I say two?
Okay, 1.5.
Okay. The first one is that AI is not a new technology. Okay, so whenever I see that AI is a new thing, so no, just generative AI is a new thing. The myth is that AI, so do not fully trust AI as a source of truth, right? Like, because AI is just, think about AI as a kid. A kid that read tons of books, everything, like images and everything, and you ask a kid that, okay, kid, can you tell me how to do this kind of stuff, right? And the kid does its best to answer your question, and with the goal that, I need to satisfy Magda, right? So that's the whole idea. So that's the thing. So myth is that do not fully trust AI outputs.
I feel like I trust AI 0%.
You can trust like 30%.
That was a lie. I actually trusted it way too much, way more than you'd like. I will stop.
Okay, all good. No, I mean, just don't give the full control. Don't just do copy paste. That's what I'm saying.
I hope we all continue on using our own brains, and I really hope that AI will teach us how to be better at my favorite thing on earth, asking questions, and for us to really practice that art, because it's at the heart of what AI is, right?
Exactly, it will be. It is here. The shift is real. We cannot hide from it, right? It's all about like how we're gonna position ourselves.
Serkan, it was such a pleasure to have you back here.
My pleasure.
And I mean, to have you here for the first time, but to see you again, to be able to create something like this together. I can't wait for your workshop.
Me too.
Thanks so much for listening, and I will see you again next week. Bye. Have fun with AI.
Bye.